Hey everybody, welcome back to the NJ podcast. Remember that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That means you're going after what you've always wanted to go after because it's aligned with your highest values. And that's the only way you can live a truly fulfilled and inspired and successful life. We talk with people from all different walks of life, whether you're an entrepreneur, you are the African Andrew Tate. No, I'm
Don't do that.
We'll crop that one out.
Yeah,
we'll clip that one out.
do that.
You're a Pirate supporter, which means that you're an actual football fan, actual proper football fan.
Yep.
You're a construction manager. You have wisdom, and you know about what's going on in other people's lives, even though they don't know what's going on in their lives. You know before, and you don't not afraid to tell it straight. So I believe that you can learn from anybody across any walk of life. And on the show today, we have one of my most viewed and the most interviewed person on the podcast, Mr. Karabu Carey. Karabu! How you doing, my brother? Good. Yeah?
Good to be back.
Good to be back. How have you been?
I've been good, man. You know how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and you've been staying in touch, so...
Yeah, we know, but the people don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm back, guys, with another controversy.
Yeah, after you told people that they were ran through. That's he said that, not me. I didn't say it. I just agreed, but I didn't say it.
So, by ran through, did you not get a lot of backlash for that?
Yeah, he probably did.
No, I did. People were like, especially women, when they were talking about how I put it, they were not really, denying my facts, but how I put it. So it made me realize that women don't really, care much about what you say. It's how you say it. So I think in this episode I need to put things.
No. That's not what I brought you here for. That's not what I brought you here for. I want the truth.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. No, man. I mean, some of the audiences, as we were talking before we started recording, actually agreed with what you were saying and said it is a hard truth to accept.
That's facts.
That this comes from women themselves, so don't come for me. Even if you do, I don't care. What it is that if you, as a woman, it's good for you to maintain your purity.
Definitely,
it's good for you to remain as chaste as much as possible, and not just give yourself and your essence to just the whole street.
Definitely, I mean,
because where's your value after that?
Exactly. I mean, what
except for being a good person, but other than that, like it's like,
yeah, well, men don't really care about you being a good person. If I have to be honest,
yeah.
You know what? Like, if you keep yourself pure, you get to demand certain things for a man,
yeah.
Because women go around talking about they want a guy that is tall, dark, handsome, and rich. But they forget that man needs to like them back. You know what I'm saying?
This is why I have
that man needs to like you back.
Uh-huh.
And that's a different conversation. And in order for that type of a dude to like you back, at least be pure.
Yeah.
So, I think once women get to embrace that truth, which they know in their core.
Yeah.
I think relationships in general will be much better. Will have more stable, relationships. Then families will be built from there. Then families, we got communities, and community, we have a nation.
Yeah.
Because right now it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. Like this country is mad. So, with men, I guess we've talked about this before, but as we've grown older, and then both of us have lost our fathers now. It has started to like really dawn on us that a man cannot be a man until his father dies.
No, definitely.
Because at that point you've got no one else who's your safety net, and then you start realizing everything your father went through just to provide for you and make sure that you were good and settled, and for him to be able to provide and be that good person. He had to go through a lot
of shit.
He had to make the money. He had to get scammed. He had to just miss prison by an inch.
Yeah, he had to
sacrifice. And then all of a sudden, that's the person that everybody wants, but not everybody can get.
Yeah.
that's really rough. That's really rough.
know, it's crazy.
What do you say to them?
Look, I think, a role of, a father is only seen only after the father is dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you don't see him when he's active, when
Mm.
he's getting dirty, when he's really grinding and
Yeah,
sacrificing
yeah.
for the family. And I think it's unfair,
Yeah.
but yeah, the loss of my father,
Yeah.
recently actually made me realize how much of a superstar he is.
Yeah.
And I'm still going through that moment because this shit happened like 6 months back.
Yeah. It was just 6 months. No?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still going through it, and I'm still phantoming the idea of like how he achieved those things that he achieved from just nothing. You know what I mean? To give us a head start in life. And even that head start is still not enough in the world that we're living in.
In the world that we're living in. Yeah. Yeah, so just take us through it. And I'm honored, by the way, that I was like, you sent me a message when your father passed on. I was like, hey, my man, my father passed on. I'm like,
Hey, it's a good
wait,
God.
stop everything. I was like, I'm gonna stop this meeting right now. I gotta call my guy. When I
Yeah.
called you immediately, and then you told me everything that was happening. Then I sent you whatever money I had at the time. Sorry, it wasn't like 10 times more that, but I wish I would have done more. But when that moment hit that your father was no longer here, what happened? Like physically, mentally, emotionally, that moment when you realized, go take time myself.
Look, it was crazy because when I got a call from the hospital because we had this bedlayer, and I was the one that was seeing him. And he was there for 3 days. Last day, me and my little brother went. And the funny thing is that, you go to the hospital and then you see him deteriorating, not getting better.
Yeah.
But when you get home, you need to send a report that, no, he's getting better.
Yeah.
So that whoever that is praying and whoever that is hopeful, especially my mother, will press on. You know what I mean? And it's the most difficult thing that I ever did, whereby you see something else and then you report, something totally different.
Yeah.
On the last day, I remember going to the hospital with my brother and I told him, Uti, hey, Ndota, whatever that you're about to see right now is not what I've been telling you.
Eish.
So just brace yourself.
Okay.
By the time we got there, it was just, it was a mess. It was crazy. It was something that he has never seen as well.
Yeah.
So when I got the news the next day, it was a Monday morning. I think it was Ramadan. I'll never forget that day. I got the news, and then I remember my son was playing around. When I got the news, I had to tell my mother. Luckily, I was home. So I had to tell my mother. My mom was happy. She was jolly. And then when telling her all of this. Now, remember, I can't cry, because I need to hold things down.
Oh, okay.
I need to send messages. I need to, you know what I mean? So I don't have time for myself to actually, be by myself, cry.
Yeah.
And then you can just deliver the message. I need to be the one that's holding things down and be like, yo, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what. You were obviously probably the first people that I told at the time. I told my Amachita, told Usula to tell the boys.
Yeah.
In that
Segunjalo, yeah.
I told you because we recently spoke about the situation, so you would relate. You know what would happen. And then, by the time I go to, a room by myself,
as I can.
Hey, I can't. Yeah,
you cry like a professional mourner.
No, hey, ain't defeated Joe. Hey, John defeated Joe. And at that time, I've never even cried for more than 50 years. I'm like, why am I crying so much?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like you lost a toy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
But then, it was just, and then obviously, you cry and then you have to wipe your tears. Now there's a process that needs to happen now.
Yeah.
Of the whole admin now of going to wherever he is, the administration of the body being moved to.
Remember that form? Yeah, that form you had to fill out. You fill out that form.
Yes, I filled up that form and you get a slip.
Your parents.
Yes,
I'm like, that's another.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
did it feel like a Twilight Zone? Just
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, and
was
when
it
you
a
go there-
movie? A
and there's
movie.
lines. People are dying, Perry. There's
Aibo.
lines. You ask him, so much you like
You got my voter.
Okay, sharp. Go in there as well. You
Oh
know.
my.
So hey, man, that whole process taught me a lot actually.
Yeah.
You know, about being, responsible and knowing what to do should anyone go through that.
Sure. Yeah.
I think it's necessary for every man to go through that actually.
Yeah.
No, when someone dies, this is what you
This is
do.
what you do. Yeah.
I'm not biased. I got a great support from my aunt,
Yeah.
my dad's little sister.
Yeah.
And even though she was crying all over the place where we were, but she held things down. She was the one that was redirecting and said, no, let's go there, let's go here, let's go here. I think the only difficulty that you have is when now you have to have the uncomfortable conversation.
What's that uncomfortable conversation?
The financial side of it.
The
financial side of it too.
Was that tougher than the spiritual part of it?
You know what? It wasn't tough because obviously, for me, I don't want to say money is not the problem, but I can make a plan.
Yeah.
But I think before we die, it goes back to one of the things that we spoke about. We really, really need to plan our shit.
Yeah.
So that when
we need to,
if we go,
people know this is do 1, 2,
Exactly.
3, 4, 5, 6, so that there's no debate, that there's no conversation.
Exactly.
Within a couple of hours, you are finished and having your color, guys.
Hey, so obviously it's my responsibility to do everything. But if I was not good, what was gonna happen?
Yeah, what was gonna happen?
And if I didn't get the right support around me,
what was
from family, friends, what was gonna happen if all of those things, were not in place? Because in general, as a man, you need to make sure your shit is in order. So that should anything happen to you, we know who to holler.
Exactly.
We say, okay,
holler
dog.
At your boy.
Yeah, we know who to get, dog. This is what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But everything went smooth. Everything went, you were there.
Yeah.
And everything was held down. I'm just thinking, on the worst case scenario, what was going to happen? Yeah,
exactly.
What was going to happen if, let's say I was overseas? What was going to happen?
Exactly. You fly back.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
No, that's so. I'm envious of another friend of mine. They have a monthly family meeting, and the elders, they sit down, and they take out a black file. This is black file.
Yeah.
Put it on the table, and they go through it. I'm like, and then I think it's Ugogo who facilitates the conversation. Uti, Mase Kalinsimbi. If this is the B1 form that you fill out, this is the cemetery that I want to be buried in. This is what you need to go. This is the help that you need to get. This is where you go. This is where you go. Here's my medical aid. Here's my funeral cover. Here's my life cover. Here is this clothes I want to be buried in. And we go line item by line item, member by member by member by member. So to my sister meeting, Lena, here's the file. Everyone goes home with a copy.
We know.
So it's not even a debate. We bury him in a pirate's outfit.
Exactly.
Or he wants to alay Pumlani and he's put the money aside. So we all move on.
Exactly.
But a lot of the now we don't.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
I think also, me personally, I would. These are not the type of conversation that you would have with my father. My dad was old school.
Yeah.
The minute you talk to him, Dad, what policies do you have? He'll be like, I so yeah, you can't ask questions about maybe wills. Okay, what's going on with wills? You just assume, okay, so he's married to my mom, so obviously, shit will go to my mom, and then it's just the two of us in Kini. So, it's between me and my brother as well. It's just an assumption, but there's no proper structure whereby these are the things that would happen. So I think one of the things that we need to change, in our generation, we need to make wills.
Yeah.
And we need to talk to our wives and our kids and say, okay, if anything happened to me,
This is what
This is
happened.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Please contact this lawyer.
Yeah,
Or he'll contact you.
yeah.
You'll have a family meeting.
Don't talk to me. Talk to my lawyer.
Yeah. You know what I mean? These are the people that will bury me.
Yeah, yeah.
This is my policy.
Yeah.
I've got 1 million here. I've got 3 million here. I've got
Yeah.
5 million here.
Uh-huh.
This one, you understand?
Yeah.
You don't even have to tell them what's going on in the will, but
No.
just say there's a will.
No.
But these are the people in the will.
Mm.
So should anything happen to me, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? It answers a lot of questions, and it also helps with the grievance.
Yes.
Because
yes.
you are grieving nicely without having to now, worry. Okay, after this funeral, what's gonna happen?
Exactly.
What type of meetings are we gonna be having as
Exactly.
a family? Because you also have extended family members now that will try to bafuna check with this keeper.
Yo, I heard a wild story. I heard a wild story of this one lady, ne? In a rural community. That was the answer. That's how she got rich. Yeah, well, I would say, okay, lawyer border soon. I keep my life policy.
Yeah.
What's about border? But who you can carry your cash?
Hey, that's how
Really?
I mean, look,
I thought that was diabolical, but smart. I mean,
it's very smart because you look at those small covers.
what's it?
Uthi life policy nyana nje yaboma 15,000.
Yeah.
Then enjabulungu is death certificate zokugaya 2,000.
Yeah.
I mean, a copy of a death certificate for you to give me $2,000.
I want to take
I'll
$2,000.
give it to you. Yeah. So they do that a lot.
That's absolutely mad.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was a practice.
No, it is. People do it all the time. You get surprised. I was actually surprised with me now with my dad. No one had a policy.
On him.
Yeah, on him, like outside of like us or whoever.
Oh,
like no one came to me and say, "Would you?" Yeah. No. It was just us.
Did you feel insulted that no one came to ask?
Not really, because I mean, no one expected my dad to die like that.
Yeah.
Also, my dad was a very private person.
Yeah.
Most people who came to the funeral was the first time coming to a guy.
Really?
And they were actually surprised. Most people who were there at the funeral. It was actually the first time they came, and most of them is probably the last time they'll come because there's no reason for them to come.
Okay. I said
exactly. Yeah. So, it was very private, so you'd never, catch him like that. If you want to catch him spiritually.
Yeah.
But JJ, No, you wouldn't. Yeah, no.
I think is that something that you wish to do yourself? Also
definitely.
Become a private person.
No, definitely.
Why was for my channel?
I think being private brings you peace.
It does, eh?
It also brings you, less pressure as well, But one thing I learned about my father, as much as he was a private person, he was also supportive of his family and the people that he knew. One of the things that I heard in his funeral was Kwambelana is to go to people's funerals, like to support. And I think that's one of the legacies that he has left for us, which made people to actually come for him as well. Because when you come from the hood, they do to you what you do to them.
Yeah, facts.
You understand? So now, even when you don't like this person, but because he came for you, now you have to go.
Yeah, I need to go.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So those are one of the legacies that he left for us, which made, umsebenzi wakhe ukuthi uhambe kahle. And now I find myself going to funerals. I never understood him when you dress up and go to a funeral and then come back. Now I find myself and be like, man, oh shit, now I have to go. Because this person, he supported us and we know him. Back then, I never saw the whole point of going.
I don't know this person.
Yeah, you understand? So now you're like,
you're fully go to lunch, right?
And I don't even eat. Dog.
Why?
No, man. There's that taste.
What about the southern fried chicken? There's a taste of.
No. You don't even get to that. Yeah. So. Yeah, now you offer the same support because you went through that.
Yeah.
I remember when I called you and I was not even expecting anything from you. I was just letting you know. I was letting you know so that I would have been pissed.
You know what I mean?
I would have been. So I was like, "Oh, dog, I was telling people, and then when you sent something, I was like, dog, I was not even expecting that because I mean, I'm trying to send some messages.
Do you know where it came from? It comes from, I guess it comes from also my dad as well as my mother. That when someone passes on, you send what you can because that goes a long way for them. That's what I was told. Whatever it is that you can. It may not be $1 billion, but if you can send $1 billion, they won't say no to that. It also shows that you care and that you, because I've also been through the process of and there are costs associated to that. So whatever it is you can send, like my mom, she would sometimes take groceries.
Yeah.
Like a lot of groceries.
Yeah.
Actually, me. This is how I'm showing my support.
Or I'm a cake.
Or I'm a cake is standard.
Yeah.
I'm a scone. Let's use there. But it goes a long way. It goes
definitely.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you because when you count all the rands and the cents of what was used during the process, and it's in a way, it's very dumb, in my opinion. And I'm saying this with respect.
Okay,
because why is it that we have to cater for people during the week when they come to support us? Why should we cook for people?
That is
why
also that's very true.
You get what I'm saying? And then by the time it's settled, like for example, my dad passed on a Monday.
Yeah.
Meaning that we're gonna bury on Saturday.
Yeah.
So from Monday to Saturday, we have to cook every day, probably twice a day.
Yeah.
Basically, my KK in the mix.
Yeah.
To cater for each and every person that will come to support us.
Yeah.
And they actually wait. These people wait.
For good.
And it's not ukuthi maybe they are hungry or whatever, but it's a norm.
It's an expectation.
It's an expectation of you must get something to eat.
Wow.
And that's one of the things I want to access into. So first of all, I mean, I'm one person that is very traditional. Because
I have a bad connotation to that, by the way.
Yeah, no, because if you
translate it directly into English, it is a habit.
Yeah, it's a habit.
Yeah.
And it's a bad habit.
It's very bad.
Because it does not help us to grieve and then also having to feed you. Because we need the money and we also don't have to work hard to make sure we're catering for you.
Yeah.
Yes, we can appreciate support, but then we don't have to feed you. But then now in our community, it has been forced upon us. It has to be like that. I don't know, man. And because, even Abelung, they don't even do that.
How that? Abelung, yeah?
You know what I mean?
Abelung.
They don't even do that.
Very simple. It's very simple. Not like you come to the house, new tenders, but you don't feed them.
Yes.
And then back on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
2:00. That's Bobby. It was Bobby. Used to me.
Yes.
Not even like that. And then the service is an hour and a half. Yeah. You eat your finger foods.
Yeah.
You go home.
Exactly.
The end. Tina. Why?
So Tina, we have to put in, the extra stuff that is unneeded.
Yeah.
I remember us having a meeting.
Wow, saying things that I needed because you've actually gone through it now.
No, actually not. When I look back into it, I'm like, but why should a funeral cost so much money when we could have used that money for something else?
So when you say the funeral, was it feeding the people or was it the actual?
So when I say funeral, I'm talking about from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when people are coming, and also the funeral.
Yeah, I don't count. All of this stuff is optional for me.
Okay. So
I'm
for
talking about
funeral,
the actual funeral.
No, the funeral costed money because you know why? Because the funeral you my dad was a simple person.
Yeah.
And then you get to a point whereby you want something that is simple. I love the fact that my dad was a simple person, so it was not even hard for me to even choose a package. But then again, now you are now told no, your dad was a giant, so you must get like a casket. Which is not a simple thing.
What do you mean you must get a casket?
Because no, there's a coffin, which is a normal thing. Then there's a casket. The casket is like these big ones.
Oh, these big ones, like that go with this shape.
Yeah.
I pine box.
No, not tea box. No. Man, I remember I was called. I picked up the most simplest package ever so that and they, we're not from the hood. It's still Sabapito, so there's no need for,
Pretenses here.
Yeah, no. Everyone that was there was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Sharp. Hey, now after picking the package, now I'm getting a call. It's like, yo, your dad is big. Can't even fit in the coffin.
Who's saying that?
The parlor, the funeral parlor. And then what they said, and I think it's a scam. I'm not even gonna use that name because they gave me such great service. And then they said, so if you can't get like a bigger coffin or a bigger package, it will mean that we need to cut your dad.
What does that mean?
I'm like, what the fuck? Cut. So when I'm seeing now because he won't fit on a normal box, like on a normal.
What kind of lie is that?
So I'm like,
so are you telling me that lama box of tabati
yes, the standard size
don't come in various sizes?
No. I learned that when I had to bury my father.
I thought you have the material pine, ne?
Yeah.
But it comes in like small, medium, large.
No. So it's a standard. So there's difference. There's a coffin, then there's a casket.
Yeah.
So a coffin comes in the standard size.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Got you.
So they don't tailor for you because anyone dies anytime. Then you pick a coffin, then they put that person in that coffin.
Yeah.
It's not like they measure your ass,
Yeah.
then they do it. They make it. No, it's a standard size.
Yeah.
So with the few inches that my dad had, I had to upgrade the whole package, which now comes with the other dramatic stuff as well. These nice hearses. You know what I mean? You saw now.
I saw.
And I was like, nigga, like this shit is unnecessary, man. So now it looks like you are intentional about making a show.
Can't you know?
I was told that. Go to dog. Listen, you need to get something.
It's like having an app, and the next thing, for you to get rid of the ads, you need to upgrade.
Yes, that's what happened. Yeah, that was a scam. So
I was like, "Oh, you got a popular boss."
No. Sure. As in my mind, I was like, ish. So I was. And then, it was not even that. So as a traditional man, I wouldn't want Baba Bamsi.
Yeah.
Because I don't want shit to come back and say, him coming back in a dream and say, nigga, you cut my teeth. I'm not confused. Yeah, I'm was
and you know how much work that is.
Exactly. Hey, yeah. And I heard when shit like this happens, Guba that gets slaughtered to represent the missing limbs or the missing parts. So ngaba imbuzi or inkomo, but most of the time it's imbuzi when it comes to umsebenzi. So if maybe you lost a hand, then kuhlatshwa imbuzi, and then that hand would be used like kuyophahlelwa kuthiwe nasi isandla sakhe usekafike aphelele kunini. It makes sense when you explain it like that, but but
still I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's those things.
Just rather just be honest.
Yeah, so you know what? This is make sure.
So you got the casket, right?
Yeah, right. So I got that, and then I'm saying and then going back to the contributions that you get from people, that you even least expect. Ukshonelwa, whether it's ubaba or mama, actually shows you who are the real people in your life, because as is we can groove, we can do everything together. But if you're not gonna come through for me, then
I know.
Yeah, then I know with okay, this is what's going on. I remember, I told my boys, and I want to send a shout out to him, Clement. He's a chef. Shout out to him. Me and this nigga don't really talk that much. In fact, at the time he called me, I think we had so many years not talking to each other because of distance. He's spanning and none. We grew up together though, because this nigga took his time. We spoke 20 minutes on the phone, and he was just around to Duza, and he was like, "In fact, I heard, the news from Mamachi that they told me to Tamal Shoni. I wanted to say, condolences." And so I'm like, nigga, why are you calling me?
Yeah.
In my mind though, because I didn't expect that from him. And for people, they are closer to me than him. I never really gotten a call or even any, not that I wanted contribution, but or anything that shows, a condolences. Even this, I remember one of my niggas came, like you come, ngezandla.
Yeah.
Ejo yinto edingekayo.
Yeah.
Kumele kuphuthwe kuphi, or kumele simove la. We need to create a storage. Okay, sharp. That is contribution. That is ukusiza. That is ubuntu. Coming through even nasemngcwabeni. Those are one of the things that show, because nasemngcwabeni you look, okay, who was there, who was not there, and then you'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and if someone wasn't there, they say, I couldn't be there, Mara.
Yes, exactly. And then I saw a lot of people that I didn't even expect to see Baba Corner, and that really touched me. That made me to actually step up as well and say, okay, you know what, I need to also be there for those people and be intentional about people that I love, and Kulisa is out as well, seeing us doing hot man things.
Hey, Joe.
I mean, it's just crazy,
Wait till you have to buy a wheelbarrow. That's when you know. What's so done?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those are one of those moments they just humble you, and then now you have to show ubuntu, kusasa wakhona ubonga abantu abafikile, and stay in touch with those people, because you don't want to be alone during that time.
No, that's something.
No. You don't want to, especially on a Sunday. On a Sunday.
Yeah.
After Mwab.
So now you must think. Yeah. What was that day like? Yeah. Right after that.
Yeah, I went on that day. For me, but I needed that day because I was so busy. So I think it was that time for me to now, focus on my own emotions and say, okay, you know what? Now I can cry. Now I can, sleep finally.
Yeah, it's true. Because you're out loud.
No, I was glad. Open a bottle of, I forgot what bottle was it. Whiskey. Oh man, whiskey. Started drinking it.
Yeah.
I got playing out on the big house. Next day, I hit the gym. Life must continue.
Hey.
I know, life must continue.
Like the hard reality is that the world is not going to stop for your grief.
No, definitely. Life must continue. Still have to wake up, make money.
Very true.
Still have to make your partner happy.
Exactly.
Because life must continue.
Exactly. Like I remember when my dad passed, the people at work, the CEO I was working with at the time, is like, it's tough losing a parent. I know what it's like. Take the time that you need. I read between the lines.
Yeah.
It means you have 2 days tops.
Yep. Take the time
on the third day. It's like food.
Yeah, it's like food. And don't make me call you. Hey. Because we don't want to be insensitive.
Take the time.
Yeah. But I know that everything went well. I think now it's the new lifestyle or new life that I'm living now, whereby I will have to, there will be time like namhlanje parents winning.
Now you remember,
I'm like, I remember my dad, he called me, or if I'm there with him, he'll just say, kid.
Yeah.
That's winning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's one of those.
I don't want to cry on camera, but
it's one of those moments.
Yeah, it's one of those moments. But up the backs. So it's those moments whereby you hear his favorite song. Yeah. And
so it brings out those memories. Your birthdays, his birthday,
exactly.
Christmas.
Yes. Christmas, just coming through endlini. You imagine him walking around smoking his weed or smoking his cigarettes. He loved weed. My dad loved weed.
Oh, okay. He was on that.
Yeah, he was on that.
Okay.
But he never smoked those strains. He smoked pure weed. No. He smoked pure weed. Regular weed.
Regular weed.
Yeah, regular weed. Not...
no salmonella.
No, salmonella or whatever. No. Regular weed. Not the cryptocurrency.
No,
not that. So I always see his shadow there by the garden. He loved gardening. Just see him gardening at walking around and be like, "Shokir." Then that's it. We never spoke that much, me and him. But whenever we spoke, it was just straight to the point.
Yeah.
And we talk boy stuff. Yeah, well, and I think you get me up, on the road because I remember when he was sick and lean, he never wanted anyone to touch him except for me.
Okay.
Like, no, I'm not touch him that way, but in a way you would see, like, if he wanted something, he would just want me to handle it.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that I would always and forever appreciate. And also, it gives me that drive to say, he was actually ushering me into the new role.
Yeah.
You would see a fit. Now,
Sekunjalo.
yeah, it was just passing on the baton with a fit. Sekunjalo manje. And yeah, we spoke a couple of times and you would make jokes. And yeah, I'll forever miss him.
No, of course. It never goes away. It never goes away. So now looking towards the future, because you yourself are a dad, now you have to continue fathering your child without your father there. How do you think you're going to handle that transition?
Sure. I remember when it even started, when I was crying, my son was asking, my son is 5, was asking, Daddy, why are you crying? I'm like, he calls him Mkulu. So I'm like, Mkulu is gone.
He's not coming back.
Yeah, it's like, Mkulu is gone. And he's like, Mkulu's gone. I'm like, yeah. So now I need to explain to him in a way that he might even understand. I'm like, okay, Mkulu went to the sky. Yeah, well, I'm trying to make it, 5-year-old. I'm like, Mkulu went to the sky. Now, how do I do this now? So obviously the transition of me being a father without a father, it sounds bad, ne?
Yeah, it is.
Father without a father.
Is continuing to father.
Yes.
Your father there.
Yes. I think I'll forever take, the disciplinarianship, if that's the word.
Yeah.
That he has instilled in me. Me and my dad were never best friends. We never had. I only started calling him dad when he was older because he was always a father.
Yeah.
Not a dad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was a father.
He was a father.
Yeah, he was a
dad.
disciplinarian. I ain't trapile out there.
Shayil. Yeah.
I like intrapile.
Yeah, uklayile Mr. Ran through. Fuck his paye. Yeah, did you use weapons? Use weapons, ne?
Obvious.
Shine is starting.
This nigga had to use everything and anything that you would use. I remember this belt here, snake skin. Yeah, I that one. They be being trapper. Yo. But I'm being stood, just to be fair, but I being shy out. Yo.
And did that help your character or did it make it worse?
It did help, but if I was a rebellious child, it was gonna make me worse because I think, we need to draw a line when it comes to disciplining our kids.
Yeah.
Because the Bible talks about, ukshaya umntwana.
Yeah. If you spare the rod, you spoil the child.
Yeah, you spoil the child. When I put together, you have a theology. So,
dog.
Even nakusinto, ukshaya kwengane akusinto embi. It's just that we need to just put a balance. Yeah, ondisigwegwe nje umuthi fafa ngeswazi and then yabona abe right.
Akho fafa ngeswazi.
Yabona umuthi nje.
We're telling you.
Yabona umuthi fafa. So I think that's one of the things that I will inherit from him. Just discipline, and I was very fortunate to ngithole umntana omfana inkosana.
I'm watching him. I'm watching him. I'm watching him.
So it will be much easier because it's just legacy. You take from your father and then you pass it down. Yeah. Obviously, you're not alone. You have people that you can call. We were raised by a village.
Yeah.
It's not like now what we see, whereby umntwana cannot be beaten by umntwana kamakhelwane.
Everyone, it's fair game. Everyone can beat you.
You know what I'm saying? So, back in the days, yes, noma ubani nje bengakushaya.
Yeah, vele.
Makubona ngathi ustoda ayakushaya and makafika endlini baba bangishayile mina kumele akuqedele. Ngoba ngithi phela wenza into wrong.
Round 2.
Manje you can't discipline another man's child. You mind your own business. But
that's true.
But now you create your own village. within your own family or your circle of friends. You know, umntana makakhula, njabula ndatana, ntwana yangihlupha mfethu, ngicela uzwa kahle. Cela ubone ukuthi kwenzakala ngoba mina ngizombulala.
Ungambulala.
Yabona, ngizombulala mina ukhulume nalo mntwana.
Yeah.
Yabona, so but you know, the biggest thing that my father, you know, did, you know, for me was to sacrifice, and I've spoken to you on our previous episode. You know, the sacrifices that he's made, and also him becoming a provider, just a provider. Yeah, this guy, you know what? This guy just provided. It didn't have stress, or you know, it didn't complicate his life. He just became a provider. He was not perfect, but he was just a provider. And I think that's one of the things that makes you a man. You know, those are one of the qualities that you need to become a man. Yeah, also,
whether
there's a lot
they
of
thank
pressure.
you for it or not.
Whether they thank you for it or not, unfortunately, that's your role. You have to do it. Or what are you going to do? You're gonna be like, I'm going to stop providing because you guys are not thanking me.
Yes, you guys are ungrateful bastards.
I'm not providing.
Yeah. He's all lying until you learn to say thank you, okay?
So yeah, but I mean, I at least I got a chance to appreciate him and tell him in his face, give him his flowers, and yeah.
That's good. No, that's good. So,
I'm sure you share the same sentiments now, Amos.
yeah, no, I do. Hey, Killer.
Killer killed.
Hey, you was shy, Joe. Hey. No, but I'm shy, look shy.
Yeah.
His presence was just.
Magavela.
Uzukali. I even confessed before he even said anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He was like that. He was like that. I mean, how important do you think you had your father in your life for a very long time?
Lucky enough.
For
all my life.
All of it for a very long time. For a very, very long time.
He gave me the name Kill. It was the first thing he said when I was born.
Yeah. You see? Okay, lucky you. Lucky you. Some people don't know their fathers.
No.
Some people don't know their fathers. And then people like you don't want to step up and be stepfathers. How dare you guys? You guys should step up and be stepdads. You guys can do that, you know? You guys can do that. What is the importance?
You can be anything you want in life.
Except, I'm not going to accept being a stepdad. Let's quickly on that. Would you ever be a stepdad, and why?
I would be a stepdad, actually.
However, just in J.
So my opinion on being a stepfather, if we have to be honest, there's no guy that wakes up in the morning and say, I want to be a stepfather. I'm going to work hard, go to the gym, and be a stepfather.
I mean,
yeah, I don't think guys do that.
No.
But should you find yourself in that position of becoming a stepfather, I think you stepping up to becoming a stepfather will be based on the type of woman that you have.
Yeah.
You understand? And I think we also need to be fair, you know, as a machita who also come with kids in relationships. Whereby if you become a stepfather, then she becomes a stepmom. Okay. The only difference between the two is that when you don't come with a baby in terms of living arrangements.
Yeah.
Meaning that you're going to be an active stepfather. Yeah, she's going to be a temporal stepmom.
What is temporal stepmom?
Because you don't stay with your child.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay,
so in terms of living arrangements, when you stay with your stepchild and your new lady.
Hey, we go through it, eh?
So do you think such arrangements are easier if, for example, you got custody of your kid and then she comes through with her kid? Do you think it's then easier to make a blended family?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It becomes a blended family. It becomes actually healthy because there's a balance now to say, okay, you know what?
It's not just umntana kuyahlupa, it's also like
can you handle this? I mean, I'll handle this. Instead of now, I think one of the biggest frustration Yamachita is the fact that you are financially implicated on your stepchild's life. Whereas the stepmother is not financially implicated.
Hey, you know that word implicated has got such a thing as like you're implicated in this crime.
No, it is. Yeah, it is. Because if you know why? Because now instead of you if you're paying rent or paying bond, if you were supposed to pay rent for 2 people, now you're paying for 3 people.
Yeah.
Because if you're paying food for 2 people, now you have to pay for 3 people. You understand? That's where the disconnect comes from when it comes to guys not wanting to become stepdads or criticize niggas that become stepdads.
Yeah.
You understand?
As V said, you have all the responsibilities without the duty.
Yes.
Without the authority.
The authority. All
Yeah.
the responsibility.
It's slavery.
Authority.
Without the authority.
So-
Yeah, it's slavery.
Don't say
It's a responsibility without. I'm serious. That's what they call it. It's called
Because at the end of the
slavery.
day, if that kid's father pulls up and says, "Hey, I want my kid now. I'm taking my kid out," that kid is gonna be like, "Daddy's here. Let's go. I don't care about you no more."
Man, I know the story innit, about a kid, a girl child, who was raised by a stepfather for I think 10 years, and then she got married. The father didn't want anything to do with that child. When she finally got married, she wanted her biological father to walk her down the aisle.
Not the stepdad.
Not the stepdad.
But he stepped up though.
No, he stepped up, but then
Yeah,
it
the
didn't do anything for
responsibility
him.
without the authority. He doesn't have the authority to walk her
Yeah,
down.
the first person, man. In stories like that, that's
Yeah, well,
mad.
But then again, I can even tell you a story of a successful blended family whereby
Yeah.
there is a father that is taking care of umntwana, that is
Yeah.
respectful.
Yeah.
Umntwana that loves this father
Yeah.
like his own, vice versa. And, everything is good. And then also, there is a situation whereby there is no financial implication.
Yeah.
Whereby umama came with umntwana, but she can hold things down for herself.
Yeah.
She's good. She's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
The only thing that she wants is just you guys to be in a good and healthy relationship, and that's it. You know what I mean? Nothing is forced, and everything is just naturally and organically developing.
Yeah.
Because to love a child is a choice. A child that is not yours, it's a choice. Because naturally you will kill. I mean, that's what happens in the animal kingdom. The first thing that a lion does when he meets a female lion,
Kills the cubs.
kills the cubs. And there's no negotiations or whatever. Like, that lion kills the cubs, and there's nothing that mother would do in order nothing. You guys know about this. You can Google it. You can go on YouTube. You
Google
see
it, do
all
your
those
research.
things. Yeah, do your research. The first thing that
ChatGPT.
the first thing that the alpha male does, kills the kid.
Yeah.
Then he starts his own family. So Abantu, we are not animals. It's easier for us to learn to love umntwana, especially when umntwana is respectful, guys. I need to emphasize this part. One of the things that makes being a stepfather unbearable or insufferable is the fact of these kids are so damn disrespectful.
How could you be so disrespectful?
Yeah, these kids are so disrespectful.
My
They'll
dad-
remind you,
You
man.
ain't my real dad.
Yeah, you're not my real dad. Mom!
Oh, we have
And also, if you can ask any baby mama,
Yeah.
you must ask them, Uguti, can I discipline your child the way I want to?
There's no.
The answer is no. Because how I discipline my child, well, he's 5 now. I've never even disciplined him in an extreme way. It's just a different tone, and then he knows.
Just give him a choke slam.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm gonna
But
do.
when
I
he gets,
can't wait.
but when he gets,
I can't wait.
I also can't wait to
Choke slam him.
Yeah, I
It's
also
coming.
can't wait to do that.
No, it's coming.
But when my son gets to a certain age, like teens, when he starts, going crazy, if he
Choke
gets there,
slamming the person.
right?
I'm choke slamming him.
But you would never do that to your stepchild.
Nah.
You're not gonna beat my son,
That's not. Is that?
but you
is
must
that
pay
how-
for my son's school
Nah.
fees.
The responsibility
Ability
is
without the
without the
authority.
receipt.
Hey,
I refuse.
yeah, you don't have the authority. Like you can't tell that child, Guti, it's 8 o'clock, go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't fly.
God forbid his dad lets him stay up until 10 at his house.
Yes. Yes.
My real dad.
Exactly. So now you see, you're not only dealing with the baby mama, you are dealing with the child. Then on top of that, you need to deal with a guy, the baby father. And imagine dealing with me as a baby dad.
Course.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck you up because there's no way you're gonna date someone that's bigger than me.
Unless it's Big Show, nigga.
Yeah, there's no way. What are you gonna do? Okay, what you gonna do if I come and I take my child up and what you gonna do?
Nothing.
There's
What-
nothing.
what?
And then now my child is gonna say, I'm gonna tell my dad.
Now we are so
you.
tatazela manje.
Tell him to come.
Hey, boy, nigga.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of. I actually, I was actually telling you guys, Guti, how would it sound? No? if it's lately, don't laugh. If it's lately, I'm a cheater.
Sure.
Yeah. And then there's a guy that's pulling up.
Yeah.
He's walking by. And then the first thing that you say is, Nali time I see medium.
I'll let the comment section talk about that one.
How does that sound?
It sounds like music to my ears, hey? It's just you're not believing that, no?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, so in most cases, playing that role or stepping up, it does not benefit you more than it benefits the child and the mother. And I mean, I'm not bashing niggas that step up. Actually, I commend them because niggas who walk out on their kids are douchebags, in my opinion. And why would you reproduce with someone that you're not gonna be with? You know, unless maybe a relationship broke up immaculately, whereby you guys agreed to it, but you guys gonna continue, co-parenting. I think in that situation, but in situations whereby you're just gonna plant and then you dash, it does not make sense. You know what I mean? Because both of you guys, firstly, are responsible for everything that does. I would have an argument, though. We would see women choose who they mate with, but I don't want to be cancelled.
Who's gonna cancel you?
No, I'm just saying, Gucci, because that's a debate that I usually
Washington
have.
said, "Who cares?" He said it. He said, "Did Denzel not say that?" He said, "Who cares?"
No, you know what? Because I've had this conversation before with women to say, Gucci, who choose to reproduce with these type of guys?
It's the ladies who choose.
It's the ladies. You know what I'm saying? So now, are we gonna solely blame these guys for leaving their kids, or are we also gonna give the accountability to the women for laying down with these kind of men?
I think it's okay. So the accountability should be on who they chose to lay with, on both sides. I think I like to place a lot more responsibility on the men's shoulders.
Me too.
I like whether or not they're responsible, not just put responsibility on them because the world just expects you to be responsible.
Okay, no, I don't agree now.
The world expects you to be responsible.
Oh, of course.
The world expects you to be. So if you get with a lady that is like, okay, you say, okay, I shouldn't have done that. We all made mistakes. We're like, you've been there. We're like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But I did.
Yeah.
But then here's this child. And then you say, I'm going to assume responsibility for this child the best way that I can. I commend you as a guy for doing that.
Definitely.
But if you as the female make life difficult for me to provide for my child, now whose problem is that?
Yeah, true. That's why they call it single baby mama drama.
A single baby mama drama.
Oh, I added the single.
I don't
baby
know.
Mama drama.
The baby mama drama.
Baby mama drama.
Yeah.
Whereby, it becomes hard for you to
be a father.
To be a father, to provide, to see umntwana. You can't see umntwana based on the fact that you didn't send money this month. And I just want to see my child. Yes, I didn't send money, but I want to see my child.
Why did you send the money?
Yeah, so now... No, because, most guys don't see their child because they have to pay an entrance fee to see umntwana.
Really?
Yes.
No,
and I said entrance fee, so that you make a logic out of it to say, if you didn't send money this month, then you're not going to see my child.
So maybe that's why the father seemed to be absent. Because now you are taxing me to death.
Exactly.
Just for me to see my child.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
entrance fee.
Hey, entrance fee.
So I know
a lot of niggas are going through that. I know guys that are going through that. And then now you have women, you have men that have to now deal with abo mama, baga baby mama. So say mfethu mina ngifuna ukubona umntwana so ngenze njani. Imali ngiyayithumela but umntwana angikwazi ukumbona. You know what I mean? Now you imagine having to pay to see umntwana wakho. I would say you know what I'm saying?
So is this fee just like, because I know there's that monthly baby son. So child support. You pay the child support. I must pay on top of that.
You pay the child support.
I must pay on top of it.
No, okay, let's say you missed your child support because when they get something.
Okay.
Because I'm a month, niggas go through shit.
Yeah, we do.
You understand?
We do, yeah.
So if let's say you didn't pay child support, but you've been paying, but you want to see your child.
I'm denied access to see my child.
Yes, niggas go through that.
Yes, that's rough, eh?
Umntana, like the nigga didn't pay child support, and then you know what? Other guys are even put on child support through court before they even resolve it as a family. There's a certain amount of money that is expected to pay instead of what's needed for the child.
That's not all right, eh? This is why
It's crazy.
This is why people are behind Anthony Edwards. What he did. You know what Anthony Edwards, the NBA player, did?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was masterclass. He has a meter.
Yeah.
Did you see that she's actually complaining?
She complaining
I've
with
already
her.
spent $100,000, so by the time this kid turns 18, it'll be child.
And that's not your
And
problem.
he's like, that's not
And
to
that's-
Anthony Edwards.
I've done my part.
That's not his problem. Like first of all, it's called child support.
Yeah, it's for the child.
So
Not-
what does it? Where did $100,000 go for a child that's less than 1 year old?
Hey,
Amazing.
bro. Brazilian hair, Peruvian,
Holiday there and there.
holiday here and there.
Fix your boyfriend's car.
She's probably spending that money on some other man. No.
So Yabanuguti, now you're putting a government in between your relationship with your son, and then when that fails, umntana awusakwazi nokumbona. Mina I always say ukuthi guys shouldn't be put on child support unless they don't want to pay.
Okay, yeah.
I think conversations needs to be had whereby you say ukuthi you need to support umntwana, and I remember this thing, Riley from Boondocks.
The philosopher.
Yeah, he said something like, if mom can't afford to provide for us, why can't we stay with dad?
That's dope, actually.
You know what I mean? So so
What's the answer? Do we have an answer for
no,
it?
we don't have an answer for it.
Okay.
But in America, statistics show Gucci single fathers, they make better parents than single mothers.
Really?
Yes. And on top of that, and this is America, I can make a research about South Africa. It's just that our data is so fucked up. And then also, when you look at single baby mamas, they produce degenerates in a community. If you go to jails, most people are raised by single mothers. If you go to, I'm serious.
Nah, dog, you don't fuck around in your dad's house, dog.
No, it's a truth.
Whose house are you going to do this?
It's the truth. So this is America. I don't know about South Africa. In America, single fathers, they make better parents than single mothers by stats. Yes, there's not too many single fathers, but the little that are there, they make better single fathers.
And why do you think that is?
Disciplinary, just like he said.
Yeah.
I think they might lack nurturing and the love that they push more on discipline and the tough love. You know what I mean? Than nurturing. I get away with a lot of shit with my mom. I got away with them, but not with my father.
But don't you think fathers express their love through discipline?
Definitely,
Yeah.
no,
I want you
definitely.
to be an upstanding citizen.
Yes, that's love. It's the same love that you'd even give to your wife. When you start telling her, "Guti nigga, you need to start dressing up properly." It's not hate. It's
I was
love.
like, you need to stop the wigs.
Exactly. Now
stop
me,
the
I'm not
wigs.
into wigs.
Stop
I
the
don't
wigs.
take women that
Stop
wear
the
wigs.
wigs.
serious.
Stop the wigs. The Brazilians don't love you. Stop the wigs. Put
But
your
they'll say
natural hair.
that's toxic.
That's not toxic.
Yeah, don't say that. They don't say that.
I
Women
don't care.
don't say that.
I don't care. I told my wife, Nene, if this is going to continue, you need no, none of that. It's all hamba, I like the
Yeah,
natural
you
hair.
still doing your business.
Oh, yeah. I don't need something shedding in my bed. What are we doing?
Yo, dog, imagine, dog. Yo.
That's not toxic. That's just cleanliness. Like,
Hey. And then I had to tell you, oh, dog,
Angfun.
I'm full of braids.
Oh,
Because these niggas don't put braids. Because everyone had to say that.
one thing she told me was like, can you please grow out your beard? I don't want you clean shaven anymore. So
And
that's
look
why.
at you now.
Yeah.
Fana nuts, man.
Easy.
Mm.
Let's see.
Mm. You get there, don't worry.
One day, when you
I'll
grow up.
get there.
Yeah.
I'll get you some of those beard oils.
Give me them oils, bro.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll get you those. Yeah.
So so based on how you, so you have a child. I know. You have a kid, right?
Mhm.
Would you have done it differently, based on everything you've gone through now? What you know.
What would I've done?
So would you have married your mother of your child first, and then had the kid with her, or given the circumstance? Because the question comes, I had a friend who said, if I could do it over again, I'm never ever having a child with someone I'm not married to.
Okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
So, the difference between, my relationship with the mother of my child was not a typical relationship. Like, we planned, like, we sat down and we were like, let's have a child.
Lava. Okay. I thought it was like, whoops.
No. It was not.
It wasn't
Trust
whoops.
me. Yeah, there was. You saw the reason why contraceptives are called family planning is that you are planning for a family. You choose when to have a family. When you stop taking those contraceptives, then you are planning to have a child. We sat down and we decided to listen. I think we are good in these aspects. Financially, we are good. We're doing well in our careers, and this is what's going on. We love each other. We've been together for a long time. Let's have a baby. Then we had a baby. I even came up with the name way before the baby was even born. Uandwele, my son, was planned. Okay. We even bought a new car when this nigga was born.
Okay.
For him.
About the plan.
Yes. So I wouldn't do it differently because it was planned, and everything that happened from the whole process of it, even with the families being involved, Nanani, everything just was smooth, That's why I don't have issues that most people will have, Yeah. And it's not enough. I can call him now and just tell him with Nyaktanda, and then, that's it.
Okay, so you don't struggle with baby mama drama.
No. She's not a baby mama. She's not a baby mama. She's the mother of my child.
Oh yeah,
there's a big difference between.
I know there's a big difference. That's why I was asking. You don't suffer with baby mama drama.
No.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. No.
I think it goes back to the things that we were talking about earlier about choosing who we reproduce with, and being intentional about wanting to have umntwana. Whether relationships work out or not, but at the end of the day, you guys need to be friends.
Yes,
you need to
co-parent.
Have a
civil.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. That's very important.
Yeah,
you are bringing up umntwana in a proper, environment.
Yeah.
I mean, if when Dwele becomes naughty, then it becomes straight up. So now imagine if you're a single baby mom, who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters. Nah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna call the baby dad. He's at groove with other, hoes. You're like, what do you want? Or he looks at your phone and he's like,
Yeah,
that's that. I think women need to just choose who they have, who they will produce with. Actually, I mean, I always tell women to stay with you. Never sleep with someone you'd never want to have a child with.
Thank you. Thank you. Say it again. Say it again for someone who missed it.
Never sleep with someone you'd never want to have a child with.
One more time. No, I'm being dead serious. One more time.
Never sleep with someone you'd never want to have a child with.
All right.
Yeah.
Toxic masculinity at its best, hey?
So, yeah.
My body, my choice.
Yeah, and it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Even as a guy, don't sleep with someone that you never want them to carry your seed.
Yeah.
And when I say seed, I'm being intentional about you actually, wasting your lineage based on the fact you just want to nut. So, yeah.
All right. So the final question I would like to ask you. So you've got a son, ne?
Mm-hmm.
I also want you to imagine that you have a daughter, and I've got selfish reasons for asking this question. We won't go into it.
Very
You know why?
Very
why? Very selfish. So if you're speaking to your son first and then your daughter next, what message would you want to give your son that you haven't spoken about on the show about the type of person he should be when he's 21? Actually, that's when signals is key. And the same for your daughter.
Which is West End, by the way.
Huh?
Which is West End.
Which is Western. I'm just saying.
It's
a very Western thing, but we live a lot with the Western stuff. Like
even this is West End.
Yeah, very, like this is Western, this is whatever. So these mics are Western. So okay, Dr. Umar. So what message would you want to give your your son to be at 21, and same message for what you want your daughter to be when she's 21. Starting with the boy, then the daughter.
That's a very hard question, eh?
That's why I asked.
Damn. I would say to my son, be who you are, be straight. Do not conform to
Don't do that.
Why are you disturbing me?
Don't do that. Carol, be straight. Yep.
Be straight. Do not conform to the standards of the world, because those are the standards that will confuse who you are. Hence, I started with straight part.
Yeah.
Because the world will tell you that you're not who you are.
Yeah.
Do not forget, where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be whatever you want to be, my son. You can be whatever you want to be. And then to my daughter, I would say be feminine, bask in your femininity. Do not go with these standards. I've been here so long that I've seen things change over and over again. Be feminine, respectful. Don't forget who you are, and you can be whatever you want to be. This was a very hard question, actually. I had to think about it.
That's why I asked it.
And so the reason why I was even saying, I was talking about how the world changes, is that not too long ago, FIFA was endorsing the idea of I have nothing against the flag team, right? The LGBTQ community. They were endorsing it. They were pushing it. You had captain armbands in it.
Didn't they?
Not too long ago, they do away with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you see that the world changes every now and then. So you live in a certain era of time where they tell you, be gay, and then jiggy jiggy say shinja manje.
Now you need to
go back to whatever you are. I remember, shout out to Oprah Ike.
Yeah.
Kumalo.
Yeah.
He was saying, one of the things that he doesn't like about I know we diverting, but he said one of the things that he doesn't like about the LGBTQ community is that they were not there during the apartheid time. But it's one of the most selfish movements, and I'm quoting. This is not me. I'm just quoting. He says it's one of the most selfish movements because they're always fighting for their rights.
Yeah.
They never fight. I mean, like for us men, we don't fight for men's rights.
Yeah.
We would fight about We would fight about child abuse.
Yeah.
We would fight about xenophobia. All of that shit. We take part into every society issues. But when it comes to the LGBTQ, they only fight about their own rights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm bringing it back to how the world changes and how the world forces you to, want to, question yourself. You know what I mean? So we live in an era whereby you have to be yourself, and anything that you say is cringe, or it's insensitive, or it's toxic. You know what I mean? And these are the conversations that people would have in their private spaces. But I think we should have more of them so that we live in a more real world than a delusional world.
Yeah.
Okay,
no, that's good. And also, don't make it run through. No, I'm quoting him. He didn't say. All right, my brother, Karamo. It's always a pleasure having you on.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. The thing is, we could go on for another 2 hours. We could.
Yeah.
We could. So, is there any last parting words that you want to share now, given that you are at this new phase in your life? It is a new phase. The things that you've seen and things that you are. Is there anything last thing you want to tell the audience now who call you toxic? But I don't think you're toxic. Some people are just sensitive. Yeah.
Yeah, people are very sensitive. But you know what? I think my last words would be, whatever that you're going through, just be close to the ones that love you. I mean, I'm standing right now based on the fact that I'm with the people that love me, and I want to, also, thank my family, my friends, Abu Jabulo, and I can't mention names, but a lot of people that stuck by me and by us, during our trying times. And it's a journey that will forever continue. And I think I would just want to dedicate this episode to my father, and no Prakila.
Ish.
Mina Prakila bengimbiza ngomkhulu, so
Umkhulu.
umkhulu badala.
Didn't act like one.
I used to train with him back in the days.
Actually.
Yeah. I would ride in a normal bicycle fast, and I would want a bicycle that has a backrest. That was him. And my dad as well. Ulayton Jablani Senior. I'm junior, by the way. Umajol Jolinkomo Qengebo Mangwanya. Ungqulunga umphankomo sobuya ngomthonga abafokuzana babuya ngamahlahla kanti kaluwela ululazi inkonjana wabazona sipha ngaphezulu ngibamba lapho ngoba ngifuna ukuchubeka ubuzazaze lazo sijoina na but may you continue rest in peace. We love you and that's it.
Yes, that's it. It's always a pleasure. Sure. We will definitely do round 4. When the book comes out, December this year, I'm making a commitment. It's time. It's time. I might get cancelled because of that book.
Oh, really?
No. Then
we're ready.
There's a section where I talk about lies that are told about women and that women tell. Damn.
So we must actually launch it proper.
Yeah. So I'm working with a publishing company, but even with the launching proper, we just have like multiple launches and all that. But we'll see. Even if we start with a soft launch and then go with bigger ones,
definitely.
So that at least it's out, and then we carry on with the momentum with it. Yeah. So I blame him for the pressure. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us on another episode on the NJ podcast. We're here with my man Karabu Kerry. He's a real man because he supports Orlando Pirates. All right. If you don't support Orlando Pirates, I don't know what you're doing. You deserve all the drama in your life. So remember, go out there, go be successful. Remember that success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That means you're going after what you've always wanted to go after, because it's aligned with your highest values, and that's the only way that you will live a truly fulfilled, successful, and inspired life. Men, go out there, be men, and provide. Women,
don't get ran through.
Yeah. I think that's a
got it.